What's going on, Broncos Country? Welcome on into the Broncos watch party for Week 18 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Carson Wentz and the backups playing. This game is going to kick off in a moment, but we're watching the end of the other CBS game, Falcons-Panthers in overtime. This is meaningless for Atlanta as they have been eliminated from the postseason, and the Panthers just might have scored the game. No, down at the 1-yard line. So Atlanta with a loss is out, but they were out with the loss by the Saints earlier anyway. So here we go. We've got Broncos versus the Chiefs. Reed, Broncos Chiefs. And so we're going to get ready for that game here. But let me know who you got right off the bat. Denver or Kansas City? Let me know in the chat who you got. Broncos or Chiefs? Kansas City resting their starters. First and goal for the Panthers, and as soon as this game ends, which is maybe in one more play, we'll be in Denver for, timeout Bryce Young. He does not want us to go to the Broncos game. We've got 132 people right off the jump watching with us here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Desire best. Appreciate all of your support across the entire board. You're unbelievable, dude. So right now it is the Commanders as the 6th seed. Here's what we can tell you. Packers-Eagles is locked in for next season, for the first round of the playoffs. And then Commanders playing either the Rams or the Bucks. Why are the Rams resting starters? Can they fall with a loss? I think so, with a Bucks win. A Bucks win and a Rams loss. And yet the Rams are resting starters. I don't know what I'm missing on that front. Yeah. You should care about seeding. You should care about being the 3 seed versus the 4 seed. I would at least.
Maybe
First and goal.
they just sat down and they were like, we don't care.
Panthers are going to run it in for the game-winning touchdown. Carolina beats Atlanta in overtime. Falcons end the year 8-9. And the Panthers end the year 5-12. Touchdown Carolina in overtime. And now let's go to Denver, CBS. Miles Sanders game-winning touchdown. So who you got? I'm seeing a lot of DEN in the chat. We've got Cook, Broncos for life. I'm just existing. Florian's here. Lucas in the chat. Dion Sharp, appreciate you. Ty Man the Buckeye, my right-hand man. Trent is in the chat. All the usual suspects. Final and overtime. Bijan is distraught. 8-9, another losing season for the Falcons. They lose their last 2 games of the year. Commanders on Sunday night, home against the Panthers. So here we go. From Denver now. Let's go, CBS. No, they're just being sneaky here, sneaking in. Oh, we're live in Denver. CBS is late. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, and it's a dump off by Bo Nix for a gain of 11 by Nate Atkins. Is this? Yeah. I wonder why on Red Zone I'm able to watch the Broncos game, but not on CBS. This is frustrating. No, it's the same channel. 1st and 10, Denver. Nix under center. Takes the snap, pitching to the left. And a run for Jaleel McLaughlin's good for 4 yards. We've got our first super chat of the day coming in from your boy. All the afternoon games are kicking off. If you don't know what's at stake, here it is. If Denver wins, they are the 7 seed. If Denver loses, it's either Miami or Cincinnati. There is no path for the Broncos if they lose. They must win. That simple. 2nd and 6, snap to Nix, throw to the left side, and it's caught gain of 7, first down Broncos. Nice opening drive from this offense, but there is a penalty marker down. What the fuck, CBS? Ditch the commercials. I think they're just cramming them in because they're obligated. We'll save them for later. Meanwhile, Josh Dobbs and the Niners in a meaningless game have a big gain to Ricky Pearsall, the rookie from Florida. A Vol and a Gator linking up for 30 yards. Ya boy. Let's go, boys. We got this. 1st and 10 for Denver, and it's a gain of 6 yards as CBS finally joins the game. Yeah, they're wearing the throwbacks. Uh-huh. First time super chatter, 2 claps, 1, 2. Ya boy, first super chat of the day as well. Thank you so much, you boy. Greg with a $2 soupy as well. 2nd and 5. Knicks in the sweet throwbacks, which, unpopular opinion, they should not wear full-time because I feel like it would take some of the excitement away from the jersey. Big run. Is that Javonte Williams? Whoa. That is Javonte Williams' first carry in a little while. And maybe his longest run in a month. We got this. Appreciate it, Greg. Right, Wolf? You crack me up. 1st and 10. Just outside the Kansas City 30. Snap to Knicks, play action, double fake, then he flings it over to Troy Frank. No, Marvin Mims turning upfield. Marvin Mims inside the 10. The race is on. Touchdown, Denver. Mims on a trick play. Finds the corner of the end zone in a foot race, and the Broncos jump on top first. 6-0 lead Denver, 3 minutes and change into this one. Marvin Mims having a breakout final third of the season. Comes up with a big play there. And they continue to be creative about finding the ways to get Mims the football in space and letting him do the rest. And a flag is thrown. I think the Chiefs might have had too many men on the field. Someone from Kansas, look at the red helmets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I see 12. 12 players by the defense. Do you go for 2 now that you're from the 1-yard line? No, they're just going to kick from the same spot. Okay. I'm saying they're going to kick.
I don't think it's worth it to go for
I find it weird if teams are like, whoa, 1 extra yard for the 2-point conversion. That changes everything. Yeah, if you're going to run it, it does. If you pass it, how much different is a pass than a run from the 1 versus the 2? Extra point is up, and it is good. So the Broncos take the opening drive down the field and punch it in for 7. Marvin Mims. Fantastic couple of games recently. 2 touchdowns last Saturday against the Bengals. Let's go. Looking around the league here, red zone-wise, we want to check out some of the scores. Good thing Denver just scored because you know what? Not that it matters. They can't get in with the loss anyway. But the Dolphins just came up with a takeaway. So Miami is scoreboard watching big time. They need the Broncos to lose. The Dolphins have 3rd and 2 inside the 10-yard line. It's Tyler Huntley instead of Tua, who is dealing with a hip injury, I think it is. But here are some of the scores around the rest of the league here. We've got Dolphins-Jets underway. If Denver loses and New York and Miami wins, it's Miami in the postseason. If both teams lose, then it's Cincinnati. Panthers beat the Falcons in overtime. Buccaneers won their 4th straight NFC South title by defeating the Saints. Earlier, we had the Bears end a long drought against the Packers, getting their first win since December of 2018 against Green Bay, 24-22. Colts falling short at home against the Jags. The Jags own the Colts. I don't know what it is, but Indianapolis cannot take down Jacksonville. Commanders outlast the Cowboys, and the Commanders, with a win and a Packers loss, have clinched the 6th seed in the playoffs, which means they're going to play either the Rams or the Buccaneers. Patriots won, by the way. They are no longer picking first overall. It is the Tennessee Titans. That's where the draft begins. Then the Browns, then the Patriots. Texans beat the Titans, paving the way for Tennessee's first overall draft pick in a long time. Ravens on Saturday took care of the Browns, and the Bengals holding on by a thread, but big Chiefs fans today beating the Steelers. And the Eagles, with all of their backups, beat the Giants' backups because the Giants' starters are backups. They are not good starters. They are all future backups. Meanwhile, in L.A., with the Seahawks visiting the Rams, Geno Smith, who has nothing to play for, which is kind of strange. I mean, you would think if the Seahawks finished 10-7, they could make the playoffs with 7 teams in the playoff picture now. Nope. Peyton Manning in the house, as he so frequently is. Yeah, I mean, you can really tell Peyton has embodied the Broncos way more than the Colts. Kickoff by the Broncos to restart the game is a touchback.
Didn't the Colts just kind of give up on him?
You know, I don't remember the drama enough when the two split apart. That was 2011. I was a middle schooler. I was not keeping up with NFL rumors enough at that point.
I do remember it being like a stick it to them when he went to the Broncos to beat them.
Yeah. I mean, the Colts let him go so they could draft Andrew Luck. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Carson Wentz at quarterback. Snap. Oh, the snap is short. He hands it off. And it's going to be a gain of 2. I think it's Carson Steele at running back. Yeah, you're right. Couple Carsons. Bad snap by the Chiefs. Kansas City is resting some starters, about half of their starters, but not the entire offensive line. Jawan Taylor, their tackle, is not playing, but Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, all those guys, they are playing.
Carson Wentz is playing for a backup job somewhere.
Yep, he is playing for his next contract. Everyone on the field is for Kansas City. 2nd and 8, it's a run for the Chiefs, and it's a gain of 6. I think you're going to witness a couple things here. You're going to witness every Chiefs player on the field play as hard as possible for their next contract. And I wouldn't be shocked if, Andy Reid lets Matt Nagy call plays for a little bit so that he can get his next job if it's not in Kansas City. Right? Everyone's going to get a little bit of a promotion today with all the starters resting.
This is like a resume booster day.
3rd and 3. Wentz in the gun. Come on, Denver. Get off the field, defense. Snap to Carson. Wentz throwing to the right side, and it's incomplete. Riley Moss in coverage. 2nd game back from that knee injury that knocked him out for a month. Incomplete. 431 people tuned in right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can you pin comment on the last stream that we did for the sponsor? If you need to explain to him what that means, Reed. 4th and 3, the Chiefs are going to punt it away. Punt is away for Kansas City. And fair catch is called for at the 15-yard line by Marvin Mims. Could have run for an extra yard or 2, but whatever. So here comes Knicks in the offense for their 2nd drive. A win, and they're in. Dolphins are leading 3-0 over the Jets. But we don't need a scoreboard watch. The only scoreboard we care about is this one right here. This number, bigger than that number, and we're talking playoffs. Man, Jalen Ramsey just leveled Devontae Adams. Just complete steamroll. 31,082 subscribers. So every 100 likes, which we are 25 away from our first 100 like milestone, and every 100 subscribers, which we are now 18 away from, we're going to pick someone out of the chat for a free raffle entry for our mystery raffle item. I thought for the last regular season game, it'd be fun to do a mystery item. Super chat any amount today, and you'll be added to that raffle for the mystery raffle. Or every 100 likes and every 100 subscribers, we'll pick someone out of the chat. So if you're unable to super chat, like and subscribe, and you could get selected for that free raffle entry. Trent, I wish I could make you mod, but my boss said no more handing out mods. That's been cut off because other people did that, and it became a little bit of a circus, so they shut it down. I'm sorry. Greg, first touchdown, still a deal as well. If you send in a super chat with the correct first touchdown scorer for the... Oh, it's already happened. Marvin Mims, sorry. Sorry, Greg. We got to 100 likes. Phil with a $2 super. We got Phil with a $2 super. We got 101 likes. We're 13 subscribers away. Can we get 13 subs right now? And then we'll pick 2 people out of the chat for free raffle entries.
We got 101. Likes.
Yeah, I said we get the 100 likes. Oh, right. We just need 13 more subscribers so we can bundle the 2. No, I should have said that. I hate the Bundle Rooski so much. High Tide and Bundle Rooski to be blasted into the sun. I wonder if the creator of those commercials know it's so annoying that we'll always remember it for being annoying. Is that the goal? 1st and 10 run for Denver, gain of 4.
What's the commercial from a long time ago that sucked, but you still remember?
I've always had a beef with Flo. I hate Flo with all my heart. 2nd and 7. Snap to Nix. He floats it out to the flat. It's caught by McLaughlin, and Jaleel gets 3 yards. 3rd and short coming up. Have we reached the subscriber milestone? We were 13 away. How close are we now? We're 10 subscribers away. Let's go. I know of the 447 people watching, 10 are not subscribed. Join the better half of this. Now we're 9 away. 3rd and 4. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Bo throwing over the middle, and it's caught. Gain of 8, 1st down. Lil Jordan Humphrey, have not said his name a lot recently, especially with the, I don't want to say resurgence of Marvin Mims, but just the breakout of Marvin Mims. Humphrey has somewhat been relegated to a blocking wide receiver role. 8 subs away. Come on.
Petey, you know what my water tastes like right now?
The water sucks.
A lot of people from Denver might know exactly what this is. It's if you melted snow and put it in my cup.
Yeah.
Snow tastes different.
1st and 10, and it's a run for Denver, gain of 5. There we go. Got the insurance run. All right, spam P for playoffs if you want the Broncos to make the playoffs. $3 million bonus, by the way, for Mike Evans today, getting to 1,000 yards. Yeah. 2nd and 5. Nix under center. Takes the snap. Run to the right. And McLaughlin. Okay. I don't want to be nitpicky, but I need McLaughlin and all the running backs to sometimes just turn upfield and run. At some point, the patience has to go away, and you just got to be a bat out of hell. 3rd and 2. We'll pick 2 people out of the chat after this 3rd down play. Keep spamming P. Spam P. 3rd and 2 coming up. Shotgun formation. Nix taking the snap. And it's the option for Nix, and he's going to run it. He's not going to get the 1st down. Looked like a true RPO, right? Where a QB draw. I'm curious if there's really ever an option for a pass. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 1. Nix lining up under center. 4th and 1. QB sneak this. Bo's a big dude. Trying to get the Chiefs to jump, maybe. QB sneak, and Nix gets it. 1st down. Okay, now I promise. Spam P. I'm going to pick the first free entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it. Greg! All right, we got one more free entry coming up. 1st down, Broncos, following a Marvin Mims touchdown reception on the opening drive. Nix from the 40. Snap. Play action. Going deep. Has a man. It's caught. Cortland Sutton down at the 10. 50-yard bomb from 10 to 14. 1st and 10, Broncos. Man, you don't often see Sutton just get a complete go route. But he gets behind the defender. 1st and 10. Nix rolling to his right. Bootleg. Looking, running with it. 2-yard gain. They marked him down at the 13. So they can get a 1st down right by the goal line. 2nd free raffle entry. Pause the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it. Mag. And with that reception, Sutton is over 1,000 yards. First time since 2019. I would say this year is better than last year. I know he had 10 touchdowns last year, but can we all agree he looks so much better this year? 2nd and 7. Play action for Nix. Looking, stepping up in the pocket, throwing. Caught. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton yet again! And Denver's lead has grown in the 1st quarter.
We're taking down the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions.
The Broncos have a 13-0 lead over the 1-seeded Chiefs. 8th touchdown of the year for 14. Let's go. I was nervous that the pressure might get to the Broncos. So far, it is smooth sailing in the 1st quarter. A lot of football left, but you're in a comfortable spot. Extra point is up, and it is good. I want to look at the updated draft order, by the way, for everyone else here. So, you guys ready for the updated draft order? Or do we have it, you think? No, I think Sam built the listicle or something. I just want to put it on screen. So, I'll read it verbally. Titans are picking 1, then Browns and Giants. Wow, Patriots fell all the way to 4. After being the 1 seed coming into today, they are now the 1 seed. 1st overall pick, falling to the 4th overall pick. So the top 5 is Titans, Browns, Giants, Patriots, Jags. That is top 5 after the first batch of games. Now, teams playing right now, which could shuffle things up. Jets at 6, Raiders at 7, Panthers at 8, Saints at 9. Bears at 10. That's the top 10 at the moment. Okay, there we go. Cowboys 11, Cardinals, Cowboys 12, Falcons at 15. They're kind of locked in now because their game is done. Although if the Cardinals, okay, we don't get too deep down the draft order. Hopefully, we are not talking draft for a while on this channel. 576 people watching with us at the moment. Hit that thumbs up button if you want playoffs. Matt, what's going on? Can't seem to shake you. Here's the draft order. This is finalized, by the way. This is locked in. No changing. I don't think any changing. Actually, no. There's 2, 4, and 12 teams that have to play still.
Slap yourself.
Yeah, it's locked in. I'm 90% sure. Slap yourself with a $25 super chat. Everyone spam slap yourself in the chat. Let's go. Woo. Have yourself an afternoon slap yourself. Just a thought, but it would be crazy if the Chiefs purposely sat all their players so they could lose and not possibly face the Bengals in the playoffs. Besides Brady, Joe is the only QB to beat Mahomes. You know, I don't think it's that crazy. I think it's just a added bonus. Whether the Bengals, let's say the Bengals lost yesterday, okay, and they were eliminated. The Chiefs are still going to rest their guys for this game. But maybe there's a little bit of a sweetener if they were to lose to cushion the blow a little bit, knowing, well, at least it knocks Burrow out. I like the thought, and I don't think you're wrong. The players, though, don't care. Like, the guys on the field, the backups, they're playing for a future in the NFL. 1st and 10 for Carson Wentz. Takes the snap, throws to the right side, and it is broken up. But Pat Surtain's going to get a flag. Oh, there's 3 flags thrown on 2. Is this PI? Yep. You gotta look back at the ball. Soft. 1st down, Kansas City. Damn. 1st and 10, Chiefs. Wentz in shotgun. Takes the snap. Throwing deep right sideline. Oh, just overthrew his man. Had a step on Moss, and Wentz just overthrew it. I don't know. Wentz is kind of like playing with his elbow a little bit. His throwing shoulder. His throwing elbow. Oh, he got hit right as he released the football. Oh, Wentz's elbow goes right into his lineman's helmet. Just boom. I think it's a stinger. Probably a funny bone. Yeah. That's got to hurt. 2nd and 10, they're going to throw. And Wentz is under duress, and he's going to pitch it to a player who will lose yards. You know, yeah. Crazy thought, maybe don't throw it after your quarterback hurts their throwing elbow. Maybe just run it for 3 yards. Just a thought. 600 people tuned in at the moment. It would be a big help to me if you liked the video. It just tells YouTube, hey, let's show this watch party to more Broncos fans out there. I don't know who Kansas City's 3rd stringer used to be, or who their 3rd stringer. Is it who's that backup they had all preseason? 3rd and 14. Wentz checking it down, and it's caught for a gain of about 8. They had Shane Buechele for a long time. He's on the Bills now? Okay. Then I don't know who their third stringer is. It was Bailey Zappi, but he was poached by the Browns. Someone want to help me out? I don't know who Kansas City's third stringer is. I'll tell you what, Mahomes is not going to play. Like, he's not even dressed. No emergency quarterback for Mahomes either way. 4th and 4, nevertheless, and the Chiefs are going to punt. And pre-snap whistle flag. If this is on Denver, it'll be a first down Kansas City. False start. Okay, we're good. We're good. I didn't see anyone jump. I want to get. Do I know this name? Absolutely. Okay, I'm excited then. That's not a person. I kind of remember him from the draft, though. Do you? Somewhat. I remember the pick. Fourth and 9. And Matt Ariza punt is a good one. Fair caught at the 11. I remember that. I don't remember him, but I remember when they added him because there is something noteworthy about him as a player.
I mean, he probably won a national championship.
I think, yeah, he went to South Dakota State. It's something like that. I remember when they signed him, it was a little bit of a headline of like, whoa, this has some story to it for being a third string quarterback. Yeah. That's true. Okay. Should we look at what do you have in mind here? Yeah, great idea. So, if you enjoy the free content we provide, here's the Super Chat menu for today with a slight twist to it. So, $2 Super Chat, you get added to the mystery raffle. So, we've got a fun mystery item that we're going to reveal after the game is over, after the raffle. So, $2 Super Chat, really just Super Chat any amount, and you get added to that raffle. Now, if you send in a $5 Venmo, and that's my Venmo right there, we're going to spin a wheel. The wheel is filled with extra raffle entries. So if you want to get some bonus raffle entries, $5 Venmo or $10 Super Chat. So half off on Venmo essentially. $20 Super Chat, we add you to the Mile High Club. It's been a growing club all season long. It's kind of like Club Aqua. Everyone wants in. So here is our Mile High Club. It's got plenty of legends of the channel. John E's on here, Kyle Beck, Robert, Elijah Munson, Kerry, Logan, VT92, Scott Fry, Ryan Hall, K-Dub, Jimbo, Ed Avery, I Don't Give a Buck, Kelly H, CPJ, Grant Claycomb, just to name a few. Ken G, you gotta be kidding me. Ken G. Oh, tell me. Yeah, you hop on. I feel like there's nothing worse than the audience hearing like you guys talk ever so slightly.
Next year, though, obviously after the hard hat fills up with stickers and all types of people join the club,
Yeah.
should make it like a pilot's cap.
Oh, I like that.
Mile High Club.
Mile
Yeah,
High Club.
very good idea.
Good idea.
That's why we hired you. Stuff like that. There we go. 1st and 10. Bo Nix, 8 for 8 today. Good start. Throw to the right is caught by Marvin Mims, and it's a gain of 6. $500,000 incentive for Cortland Sutton getting to 1,000 yards. That's got to hit great. Dude, if I'm him, sitting on the sideline thinking about that. Just, it's not like for them life-changing money, but it's a fun purchase money. 2nd and 3, and it's a run to the left. Little Jordan Humphrey got rolled up on the play. He is injured. It's a first down run, but 84 for Denver is in pain. Humphrey is just really shaken up right now. Hopefully he's okay. So while they check out Humphrey, they'll step aside. We'll check out a super chat from Ken G. Ken G, just becoming a bit of a chat sports legend, if you will. By the way, 49ers leading the Cardinals 3-0. Petey is the GOAT. Ken, you're the GOAT. Appreciate you, Ken. Making my day. Let's spin the wheel for Ken G. And slap yourself as well. You're right. No Venmos. Venmo's Matthew Petey. $5 Venmo will spin the wheel. Okay, here we go. Ken G. Oh, slap yourself. Sorry, slap yourself. And slap yourself, getting 6 extra entries. We're also 17 likes away from 200 likes. That's another free entry for someone out of the chat. As Cairo sends in a $5 super. You know what? Every super chat that is sent right now before the ball is snapped again, we'll spin the wheel for. No matter the amount. Every super chat right now until the ball is snapped again. Probably about 90 seconds. We got Ken G coming up next. Ken G, this wheel spins for you. Ken G gets 1. Oh, I got a Venmo from Henry. Okay, Henry with a $5 Venmo. Henry V. And we got Daniel with a $2 super chat. Daniel, what's the prize? It is a mystery item. It's a good item. Don't get it wrong. But I like to keep it a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, Humphrey definitely banged up his ankle. Grant Claycomb, I just said your name a moment ago. There's Grant in the Mile High Club. So let's do a wheel spin for Henry for a $5 Venmo. Henry V, this one's for you. Ball has not been snapped yet. 1st and 10, Denver coming out of the TV timeout. Spin it again. I feel too bad. I couldn't do that to Henry. First time Venmo? No way. If it happens again, I'm sorry.
Oh, Henry.
Oh, what a turnaround. 1st and 10 handoff, and it's a gain of 4. Danny, my Venmo is Matthew with 2 T's, and then Petey. Matthew Petey. And then we have, no, it's Daniel. Oh, yeah, Cairo, you're right. Cairo, yeah.
Cairo, then Daniel, then
Yeah.
he said every super chat, right?
Cairo, yep.
Cairo.
This is for Cairo. 1 entry for Cairo. 2nd and 6 coming up for Denver. Next one is Daniel Morales. I formation, handoff, going up the gut is, I think, Estime. I'm sorry, Daniel. You still get added. Yeah. Grant, no, spin it again. I feel too bad. It's the last game of the season. Kind of. It's so cruel. Keep it in. If they get it twice in a row, then it's really ball don't lie. 3rd and 2 for no, Grant Claycomb. That was Daniels right there. 3rd and 2, Knicks under center. Play action. Knicks looking, running, 1st down and more. Knicks pump faking and getting all the way out across his own 40. Good run by 10. That was for Daniel right there. And this next one's for Grant, and then we're done. No entries is crazy. So this one is for Grant. Bulwark, you were way too late. Oh. End of the first quarter. 14-0 good guys. All right, do one for Bulwark. I don't care. It's the end of the first quarter. We're here. Why not? This one's for Bulwark.
There's no rules. PD makes the rules.
All right, let's keep it going for the entirety of the first quarter commercial break. Every super chat right now during the first quarter break, before the second quarter starts, we'll spin the wheel. And you get added, of course. We're also 5 likes away from 200. Opening quarter, solid. Great. Fantastic. It's 14-0. Bo Nix is on point. He's accurate. He's on time. Great start from 10. Defense taking care of business as they should against Kansas City's backups. This is a perfect start for the Broncos. They are jumping all over the Chiefs. Win, and you're in. Bulwark got 1 extra entry, right? That was for Bulwark, the last one? Yes. Cairo, thank you so much for your super chat. Cairo, Haynes, Daniel, it is a mystery raffle item. Mystery. And Grant, go Broncos. Go Grant. And then we had one from Bulwark, I think. Reporting in from the land down under, go Broncos. Thank you, Bulwark TYR. What do you got for me? Oh, has the time come? Bingo! Okay. I might have to steal it back from you in a little bit, though. I'm at 44 right now.
Bobby!
We got Deuce from NO and Bobby Leglocks with a $20 super chat. Is Bobby on this? I think he's got to be, right? I'm looking for Bobby, but I might have to add him right now. I know Slap Yourself is. Bobby, are you on the Mile High Club already? I mean, you definitely should be. I think you're about to get added, Bobby. I'm looking. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing Bobby Leglocks. So 2 more wheel spins. We'll do that after this upcoming drive. 1st and 10. Nick's rolling to his left, throwing that way, finding his tight end. And Nate Atkins getting about 8 yards. Bobby Leglocks has to be on here somewhere. I know, but I think Bobby should be on here. But maybe not. All right, whatever. Let's go Broncos. Thank you so much, Bobby. Second and 2, a run comes up right around the first down marker. It's going to be close. Let's see where the referee spot the football. And it sounds like a first down. First down for the Broncos. This is just an absolute routing in the making right now, as it should be with your starters against a team's backups. Bobby Leglocks, added right here. 1st and 10. Nix in shotgun, takes the snap. A little RPO, finding Mims for a second time today. Good for 3.5 yards. Across the 50-yard line. 2nd and 7. No reason to care about the Dolphins game. Dolphins game needs to care about our game. Miami leads 6-0, but we don't care. Broncos win, they're in. Knicks, 2nd and 7. Takes the snap, throws it to the right side. Caught Mims turning up field, and he is tackled in the open field. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and short. Third and 4. Get the first down here. 21-0. Just put this game in cruise control with the score. Snap to Nix. Bo with time. Throwing across his body. Finding Sutton for the first down. A flag is thrown. I'm not sure who it's going to be on. At the moment, it's a first down. And I think it's going to be pass interference on the offense. Humphrey got away, or did not get away, I should say, with maybe running a little bit of a screen. Yeah, that's an NBA screen. That is get 2 feet set right there. Offense calls it a rub route. Defense call it offensive pass interference. And that's a screen. He stops running, too. I think that's going to be a good laugh if they win this game watching film. Third and 14 now, back on their half of the 50. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. He'll throw short, and turning upfield with room to run is Javonte. And on 3rd and 14, I think he has, no. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds 2.5 yards short. If he does not step out of bounds, he's got the first. Yeah, he never, it wasn't even close to stepping out. Was never close to stepping out of bounds. Henry with a $20 super chat. And then Danny with a Venmo. What the? This is a first down. They call, well, I'll tell you this. You never challenge replay assist because the replay assist is going to be the deciding factor in a challenge. Henry, Broncos Country, let's go. Thank you so much, Henry. We've got a couple of wheel spins coming up in a little bit, but first, what do the officials see to make them think this is not a first down? Yeah.
This is a first down. I don't understand.
I don't either.
He's right at the line. Shut up, Gene.
Oh, I hate Gene. Gene never makes a definitive decision.
Who do we like?
We don't like any of them. No. I'm out on all of them.
Oh, Pereira?
I like Mike.
Yeah. We don't like any of them.
4th and 1, the offense stays on the field, and here comes a timeout. This has been 5 minutes of just sitting around. Timeout, Denver. Henry, thank you so much for your super chat. Let's go indeed. And then I got a $5 Venmo from Danny as well. Danny, a longtime viewer of the channel. Always great interacting with you, Mr. Cuddle. So we owe a wheel spin for, where do we begin? No, we had Deuce from NO. That was the super chat we got during the first quarter break. Deuce from NO. This is Deuce right here. Deuce from, I presume, New Orleans. Deuce, your wheel spin. Oh my gosh, kind of like glitched at the last second too. And then we got Bobby and Henry and Danny. This is for Bobby. Denver's offense on the field for 4th and 1. From the Kansas City 38. Under center. Knicks QB sneak, he's got it. Bo on the QB sneak gets the first down, keeps the drive alive. Henry, this next one's for you. We only get 1 10 or no, I feel like. We got to get out of that range. And then one for Danny C. Danny Caudle. Danny, this is yours. 1st and 10, Broncos from the 36. Spin it again. If it happens twice, then you're SOL. Throw over the middle is caught. Javonte Williams. Gain of 12, first down. 1. 1st and 10. Great start from Bo. And play clock winding down, and the Broncos burn their second timeout in about 90 seconds. What's going on here? I feel like it's Russell Wilson all over again of they're not getting the play in, and they're breaking the huddle too late. Do you guys remember that? It was a freaking fiasco. Every game with Russ in year 1 with Hackett, where the crowd would chant down the play clock, the play came in too late. Russ took too long to spit it out. They'd get to the line of scrimmage with like 5 seconds left, and they'd have delay of games at home. It was the most maddening thing ever. I don't like whatever Mahomes' hoodie is. What's the 2 lines? What is that? I'm familiar with their color scheme, but like the 2 lines, like that's just a weird look or like, I don't know, design. Gain of 5 on 1st and 10. They are inside the red zone. You know what's the craziest thing about Mike Evans, who just got to 1,000 yards for an 11th straight season? Has Mike Evans ever been a top 3 receiver in any season? I don't think so. Like, the last couple of years, it's been Jefferson and Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill. And then the start of his career is like Antonio Brown and Julio Jones.
He's quietly just like always top 10.
Yeah, he's great at being 5 through 10.
Yeah.
2nd and 6, pass to Troy Franklin, and Franklin's going to find 6 or 7 yards and get a first down for the Broncos. 716 people hanging out with us at the moment. We got to 220 likes, so we'll have a free raffle entry at the end of this drive. Hit that thumbs up button.
He's the Michael Jordans of Jordy Nelsons.
No, he's better than Jordy Nelson.
That's what I'm saying. He's the Michael
Oh,
Jordan
I
of
see.
Jordy
Michael.
Nelsons.
Okay.
He's the Michael Jordan of Jordy Nelsons.
All right. I guess I see where you're coming from.
Like, wow, yeah, Jordy Nelson.
He's the godfather of Jordy Nelsons. Yeah. All right, I'm with you. 1st and 10 Broncos, midway through the second quarter. This has been a nice, long, healthy drive. Just keep killing the clock. I know we have a ton of football left, but I don't know. Every second that ticks off the clock, it feels like the playoffs get that much closer. 1st and 10, Knicks in the pocket, throwing short, and it's caught. Gain of 6. Looks like Atkins came up with yet another reception in this first half. 2nd and 5.
I don't really want to talk about the draft, but Bo Nix with a nasty tight end
Would be a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness. Because he loves the little dump downs.
Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland, you are a Bronco. Second and 5. Knicks under center from the 9-yard line. Takes the snap, hands it off, and it's a run for Javonte. He gets 5, 1st and goal coming up. Very nice. 1st and goal. Seahawks lead the Rams 14-3. Jimmy Garoppolo is playing in that game for LA. 1st and goal, Nick's throwing, end zone! Oh, it's gone! Touchdown! Devon Vele! After being tipped up by 3 players, Vele comes away with it. Oh my gosh! It goes through the receiver's hands, his defender's hands, another defender's hands, and then falls to Vele. He's got it. Knee, touchdown.
What?
As long as no one touched it when they were out of bounds. But I don't think so. Yeah, we just got to make sure no one ever touched the football while being out of bounds. 3 different players. Oh, no, he doesn't get it. And he's still in bounds. He's in bounds. Let's go. Well, that's going to be a memorable touchdown for Vele. Wow, 18 plays, 89 yards, 11-minute drive, and we have a touchdown.
That is the craziest play I've seen this season.
11-minute drive? Holy
Oh my
cow.
God. He caught it. Look at Knicks.
There we go. Bo, Vele, great concentration and great effort sticking with the play. We've got 783 people hanging out with us right now. Thank you guys so much for watching the game with me. We're going to have a bunch of watch parties coming up, not just here for a playoff game, knock on wood, but also for college football playoff games, 2 semifinal games, and the Natty. So subscribe to the Chat Sports Mothership. Get the best college football playoff watch party experience you can find on YouTube. Make sure you stick it right here at Chat Sports by subscribing over to the Mothership. The link to that is in the chat right now. Click on it real quick, subscribe, and then come right back. We've got over 200 likes, so a free raffle entry coming up. Let's spam. I don't know. D for Denver? Feeling good? D for Denver. Danny, you agree. The logo's weird. For the, not the logo. The hoodie that Mahomes is wearing is weird. Great play.
I'm still in awe about that catch.
Yeah.
That was wild. It was like, up, touchdown.
All caught up on the Venmos, too. All right, let's pick someone out of the chat. Spam D. We're going to pick someone out of the chat for a free raffle entry. Spam D. Spam D. Pause the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause it. We've got sword and trowel, whatever that is. Sword, you're in. That's a mouthful. I'm going to simplify that one for you and call you Sword. Jimmy Garoppolo and the Rams just scored a touchdown. Tyler Higbee, I think this is his first game since the ACL injury he suffered. Maybe a second game. He only recently returned. Bruh, with a $2 super chat. Thank you, bruh. Knicks is 17-17 and 3 touchdowns. He is having, I'd say, one of the greatest games in quarterback history. How is he not? 17-17, nearly 200 yards and 3 touchdowns all in the first half. Touchback with 6:46 remaining in the first half. B. Egan, Who do we get in the first round? We are not going to talk about that today. That is a conversation for after the season. I'm not shaming you, but I just want everyone to be in the mindset of playoffs, not draft. There is plenty of time for that.
Breaking news.
Oh, breaking news.
Patriots.
Fire Gerard Mayo. Get the fuck out.
Out.
They fired Gerard Mayo.
Fired Gerard Mayo.
1st and 10 run for the Chiefs. Are you serious? That is unbelievable. First season on the job. They had a whole plan of. I think it's because they want Mike Vrabel. I think it's because they are afraid they won't get Vrabel. They had a whole plan in place for Mayo to take over from Belichick. And they panic after one season when that roster has nothing going for it. I think it's because they want Mike Vrabel. 2nd and 9. Snap to Wentz. It's another handoff, and Carson Steele gets 3 or 4. Ooh. Someone suggested for the Broncos to pull their starters soon. How about this? You pull like Pat Surtain soon. Right? You pull Nick Bonito soon. You can pull like a few guys. Have watched you guys for years. Go Broncos. Bruh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Happy to have you aboard. 3rd and 5 for Kansas City. Snap to Wentz. Wentz under duress. Throwing over the middle, and it's caught. Wow. There were a lot of bodies there. And it's a gain of about 20 yards, and the Chiefs are across the 50. I'd say you play everyone throughout the entire first half. If it's 21-0 at halftime, I'm going to sit Pat Surtain. I know it's a bit risky. Game's not over. Yada, yada, yada. No. Oh, Malcolm Roach just... Yeah. Completely flipped Carson Wentz over. Quick throw out to the side, and no gain here. Surtain a part of the tackle. Chargers, by the way, are trailing the Raiders 10-3. If the Chargers lose, they play at Baltimore. If they win, they play at Houston. I think it's pretty clear which one you'd rather play at. 2nd and 9. Snap to Wentz. Throw to the right side, and it is short and incomplete. Complete. We're at $95 in Super Chats. Can we get to 100 before the end of the half? Would be an awesome accomplishment to end this first half. RTR Boogie, yeah. You're done. Adios. 3rd and 9. Wentz throwing, and it is caught. Gain of 5. It'll be 4th and short for Kansas City. I suspect the offense stays on the field. Reed, what's for dinner?
I have no idea yet.
That's a crazy question to ask us at 4:27 p.m. Central Time.
And it's not even halftime yet.
No. How was Chipotle last night?
It was very good.
Oh, yeah.
I got a burrito.
Oh, good call.
I go back and forth.
I do too, actually. I'll do bowl and burrito back and
I
forth.
don't know until I walk up.
4th and 4 for Wentz and the Chiefs from the Denver 36. Snap to Carson. Wentz throws it out to his running back, and I think that's Samaje Perine. Whoa, blast from the pass. Samaje Perine converts on 3rd down. We heard that a lot last year. But a first down for the Chiefs. Bulwark getting us to 100. Thank you so much. Actually, the Australian dollar is not as strong. I got us to $98.28. I'm sorry, Bulwark. You got to take it up with your Treasury Department. Yeah. Let's do it. Keep rolling, Broncos. Thank you, Bulwark. 1st and 10 for Wentz. Takes the snap just outside the red zone. Checks it down to Steele, who is thrown down violently by Jaquan McMillan. Gain of 1. And that's probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I'm sorry, Bulwark. Junior, thank you for your kind words. Take out the apostrophe. Drives me insane. 2-minute warning from the Mile High City. AFX. AFX. And AFX gets us over 100. Mike saying, go Denver, a Giants fan. Broncos can't help the Giants out in the draft at all. Patriots are moving on from Coach Gerard Mayo. I feel bad for Mayo. I don't know what the expectations were. They weren't the worst team in football this year. They weren't even one of the 3 worst teams in football, actually. Just barely, though. You don't deserve my money. AFX. No one's got a gun to your head.
Breadsticks.
Breadsticks is right here. Like, I don't know why you keep this is a toxic relationship for you, and I'm not even doing anything to make it toxic.
So, I wonder if they were like, lose us this game so that we can get a better draft pick. And he goes, no, and wins the game. And
You
they
think
go,
so?
All right, you're done.
Just disobedient. That's not a crazy thought. Adam Schefter said before the game that he was likely out. So maybe that's a really I don't think that conversation happened because Gerard Mayo would just say to the public, I was told to lose this game. And that is honestly grounds for owner removal. If a coach was instructed to lose a game, think about all the fans who spent money to go to the game. They'd want a refund. All the bettors would want a refund. Now, if Gerard Mayo did come out and say that, I'm sure there's a lot of politicking that would get him blackballed from the NFL. But I doubt that conversation really happened. Jace, do you read the chat? I do read the chat, Jace. Most of the time. Sometimes I miss a message or two when I'm watching the game. Red Zone peak here. It is 10-3 Cardinals over the 49ers. We got a fight. There we go. In the 49ers-Cardinals game. Jawan Jennings, my man. Fun fact, last year's Super Bowl between the Niners and Chiefs, Jawan Jennings was the highest rated high school quarterback. 2nd and 9, just outside the 20-yard line, out of the 2-minute warning. Chiefs looking. Sack! Jonathan Cooper! It looked like it was going to be for sure strip sack, and Wentz manages to hold on to the ball, but another sack for Cooper. I think that is Jonathan Cooper's 10th sack. Can someone fact check for me? How many sacks for Cooper? Oh, shut up, Mahomes.
He hit him too hard.
3rd and 13. How many sacks is that for Cooper this year now? Broncos lead the NFL in sacks. And that's not going to change after today. Both the 49ers player and the Cardinals player were ejected for that fight, by the way. Goodbye, Jawan Jennings. And whoever that Cardinal DB was.
I think that's
10 sacks? Okay. Well, good for him. First 10-sack season of his NFL career. Should be 10.5 then. 3rd and 13. Wentz takes a shotgun snap. Throwing over the middle, and it is caught. Flag thrown. I think this is a false start on the right tackle. I thought he moved early. Finally, they call false start on a Chiefs right tackle. Of course, they do it in a meaningless game. But Kansas City has gotten away with one too many false starts by their tackles to protect Mahomes. $818 people tuned in right now. Third and a mile.
What's up, AFX?
Snap to Mahomes. Sorry, Wentz. Habit. Wentz is sacked. Down he goes. Looks like Benito got to him. Might be half a sack Benito, half a sack Cooper or Malcolm Roach. Nick Benito adding to what I think is a case for being Defensive Player of the Year. Interception, forced fumble, 2 touchdowns, and a lot of sacks. Yeah, that's a Benito sack. And now it's 4th and 20, and it's a 51-yarder for Harrison Butker. Kick is up, and it is no good! Wide left! All systems are failing for Kansas City today. The shutout continues, and the Broncos will have a minute and some timeouts to try, or one timeout, to try and get some more points on the board to end the half. Let's go. 800 people watching. We have 270 likes. What's our live sub counter at, Reed, if we can look at that really quickly? 29 likes away from 300. Can we get to 300 likes before the end of the half? Also, we're at 31,164. We've added basically 100 subscribers since the start of the watch party. So thank you to everyone who has joined the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to do so. Get us up to 31,200 subscribers. Let's go. 16 likes away from 300. I think if it's 28-0 at half, you rest Pat Surtain. You rest Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper. No, I'd say you play Bo for the third quarter. Yeah, Sutton, indeed, that's a great one. He got to 1,000 yards. Like everyone that's gotten to their personal accolade milestones, that's on the veteran side of things, should be rested for the second half. Bubble wrap PS2. You play the entire offensive line. That's just the way linemen work. They don't go out mid-game. Should, No. Share the class.
Oh. I mean, it's not.
No, please.
So, like, this has nothing to do with any of this.
I know. I heard Pick'em.
Oh, so, like, in my Pick'ems league,
Yeah.
me and this guy started the week tied at, like, 140-something.
Okay.
We're still tied at 150-something.
Do you know what he has?
Yeah, so we had the same teams in the 3 o'clock window.
Okay.
Don't know what he has for the night game, but I technically have won the tiebreaker because they made it Titans, whoever they played.
Titans, Texans for the points.
For the score. I had the lower score, or the
Yeah.
closest score, so
Ooh. Did you take Vikings or Lions?
I took the Lions.
Is it spread?
Yeah.
I like the Lions too. He probably took Lions as well, though.
So, I mean, if he does, I win.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Nix is going to run with it. Bo, first down and more. Bo's loose inside the 30. Flips it. Javonte Williams all the way inside the 15.
That's awesome.
Bo Nix with his legs gashes the middle of the Chiefs defense. Clock should have stopped.
Under 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know why the clock is running. I'm confused as to why. One, it's definitely a backwards lateral, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yes, for sure.
no.
What?
This is a weird. Okay, he definitely goes down inbounds. Look, the ball's released at the 31, and he's going to catch it at about the 31. This is going to sound like a big brain moment. I listened to Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about this. It's very weird, but this is a physics thing of if you're running and you throw it backwards, that ball's going to travel forward if you're running forward. And I can't explain it, but that's just the way it works. It's kind of like if you are...
What you have to look at is when he releases it and when the other guy catches it.
If you're flying a plane and you drop something, it's not going to go straight down.
No.
It's going to continue at kind of the rate the plane's going. I can't explain why. I don't know why, but I know that's how it works. Yeah, you got to throw it back more, and I can't tell you why. But I know, but like I'm not saying you're wrong, but just like the word momentum is like, oh, that's it. Yeah. But how do you even like? Why is that throw not hard enough? But another throw could be hard enough. A Miller Lite Christmas commercial. No free ads. All right, we're closing in. We got to 300 likes, so I appreciate everyone for liking the video. We're getting closer to 31,200 subscribers, so make sure you click that subscribe button. But let's do a free raffle entry for reaching 300 likes. If you're ready for playoffs, let's do it again. Spam P for playoffs. Spam P for playoffs. We're going to do a mystery raffle at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. Super chat any amount, and you get added to that mystery raffle. Spam P for playoffs for a free raffle entry. We'll pick someone out of the chat. Okay, we ready? Let's pause the chat in 3, 2, 1. Pause it. Grant Claycomb. They're going to call it a forward pass. I don't know how he's supposed to do it any differently. So instead of being first down from the 10, it's whoa, let's go. I know the call is correct. It's just dumb. Because he throws it backwards.
Petey, 110%, if that was Mahomes pitching it to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a huge play. It's on ESPN everywhere.
So a 38-yard loss. Nick's on 1st and 10. He's going to run it again. There he goes. Yes! Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Ball don't lie. There's a flag. There is a flag. Nick's has to be exhausted. Holding on Miners. Quinn, you're the right guard. Oh, he definitely had to hold too. Damn it. 1st and 20 now. They are really backed up. He's going to run it again. Yeah. Ball sits at the Kansas City 47. Knicks, shotgun snap, looking to pass. Bo throwing deep, right side. Caught! Yes! Sutton! I call timeout. Call timeout, call timeout. I know, call it. You're going to get 1 play off now. You could have gotten 3 off. What are you doing?
No! He's wide open.
If you had called a timeout, how much time was there when he was down? Like 25 seconds? 23 seconds? Call a timeout, and you get 3 cracks at the end zone. Now you're kicking a field goal. Should have called a timeout. Should have called a timeout. Yeah. That is definitely going to be their response. We got a super chat from Daniel. Bo could have had 4 touchdowns in the first half. And that was his first incompletion. Oh. Now you call a timeout? That was a mistake by Sean Payton. He has mishandled a lot of halves, like final 2 minutes of first and second half. You call a timeout, 23 seconds left. You have 2 cracks at the end zone. Instead, you robbed yourself of a second crack at the end zone. Chip shot field goal is up, and it is good. 24-0 with 3 seconds remaining in the first half. So this will be the end of the first half score for all the Dolphins fans watching and the Bengals fans watching. Sorry, not sorry. This is game. The Denver Broncos are going to the playoffs, guys. The Broncos are going to the playoffs. I'm not afraid of jinxing it. 24-0 at the half. Carson Wentz is not mounting a 25-point comeback. Let's go. I got the Lions, by the way, tonight. I got the Lions. Vikings travel to Tampa to play the Bucks in the first round of the playoffs. Keep clicking that subscribe button. 16 away from another free raffle entry. Kickoff to restart the game. And it's going to be returned to end the half. Thank goodness. So that's the end of the first half. 24-0 Broncos. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Playing backups, and you're playing like it. You are just shit pumping them. There we go. We got BK with a 99-cent super. I know the Chiefs aren't playing their starters, but hey, Denver can only play the team in front of them. And they are dismantling this team. 24-0 at halftime. I don't think you play Pat Surtain in the second half. I don't think you play Cortland Sutton in the second half. Anyone that's keep the offensive line in, but I would say you play Bo Nix for the third quarter. If they score again and it's 31-0, then it's Jarrett Stidham for the rest of the game. Running backs are all going to play. They all need to get more reps and get better. So here are the stats from the first half. 24-0. Knicks 18 for 19, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns. If he just had a little bit more on that last pass, it'd be 19 for 19, 225 yards and 4 touchdowns. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Sutton getting over 1,000 yards. Highlight reel Jaleel leading all running backs with 7 carries for 27 yards. So those are the stats from the first half. I'll turn it over to Reed for some halftime deals before the start of the second half.
What's up, everybody? We saw this coming. Playing Carson Wentz in the backups. What can you say? All right, we got some deals for you. Whew. Feels good, though. Feels good to be not sweating. Feels good not to be sweating. All right. Oh, I'm not Matthew Peterson. All right. Every super chat is a beer cheers. I currently have some water in here, but I'll take a little sip of water. Double raffle entries. So if you send in 5, I'll give you 2. If you send in 10, I'll give you 4. If you send in 20, I'll give you 10. That's the deal. That's the deal. And then $5 for a wheel spin. So we got that wheel. If you send in $5, it's usually 10. So if you send in 5. And then let's look at BK. Have it your way. I would say grade the first half, but it's an A. Like, this is what we're supposed to be doing. BK, appreciate you. Thank you for your super chat. Thanks for watching. Time Man knows what's up. Half off halftime. The Jets just scored. We don't care about that game. We only care about our game. The Dolphins have to care about our game. All right, how are we feeling in the chat? Jets should lose this game on purpose and get Travis Hunter. I mean, I think it's my thought process. Like, do you guys remember the Houston Texans getting the second pick because they beat the Bears, I believe? That landed them C.J. Stroud. So it's like planning to lose to get a certain draft pick, to get a certain player. Like, I think you just play and see how it goes and get the draft pick that you're supposed to get. Because you just, I don't know, you just got to go. Hey, Reed, Jets went up 15-6 on the Dolphins. Thanks, Dion. Appreciate the update. Was it the Colts or they beat the Colts? It might have been the Colts. I just remember Davis Mills won the game and gave the Panthers that #1 pick, and they got Bryce Young, and then the Texans got C.J. Stroud, and we know what happened from there. One team's in the playoffs 2 years in a row, and one is picking top 10 or top round draft pick 2 years in a row. So we know what happened there. What happens if the Broncos tie? Oh, I think if the Broncos tie and the Dolphins lose. Actually, if the Broncos tie, they need to win this game. If they tie, that means that Cincinnati would have a better record than them because Cincinnati is 9-8 right now. Actually, no, I think a tie you'd still be in. I'd have to ask Petey. Petey knows a lot more about the playoff breakdown than me. But I think. Okay, so it's a clinch with a win or a tie. I was thinking that because it doesn't really matter. They can't do anything. Like the two other teams can't really do anything else. And then it just goes to the Broncos technically have a better record with 9-7-1 rather than the Dolphins and the Bengals being 9-8. Yeah, win or tie, they're in. The other two teams would have 8 losses, and then they would have 7 losses with 1 tie. Doesn't matter. Record is still better. Cultists. You know what? I like where your head's at with the take, but a higher draft pick is always better. I mean, yeah, a higher draft pick is always better, but I think planning on a lose to get a certain draft pick or like a certain player, I mean, is just you can't play like that. Bulwark! Let's go. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Let's go, man. Taking advantage. Go Broncos. New little Broncos fan arriving in Australia in February. Hopefully in time to see them win. Bulwark, congratulations. Wow, let's go. Everyone spam Bull. Everyone spam BUL in the chat. Let's go, Bull. Congratulations to you and your significant other. Let's go. That's awesome. That is awesome. I would hope they see a win as well. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. That's so cool. That's so cool. Are you buying a little onesie, a Broncos onesie? You have to. That's so cool. That's so cool. Congratulations, Bull. Let's spin the wheel for Mr. Bull. A Super Bowl baby? A Super Bowl baby? That would be awesome. Oh man, I'm so happy for you, Bull. All right, let's spin the wheel here. For Mr. Bulwark. So I'll give you 4 raffle entries for that, on top of 5. So that's 9 raffle entries. You know what? Bulwark, you get 10. 1 for the lucky person. The lucky new person coming in February. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's go, Bulwark. Awesome. All right. Michael, where's Mahomes? Mahomes is sitting because he's scared of the Broncos defense. That's why. Nah, they're resting because they're 15-1 and they clinched already. Good for us though, because we're up 24-0 on their backups. So Carson Wentz still ass. All right. Let me put this back up. Yeah. Let's go. That's awesome. Kenny? Born in 2015, had him in the LA jersey all season. Oh, Kenny, that's awesome. That's so cool. Had him in the Elway jersey all season. That's good luck. You still gotta wear they still gotta wear that jersey. Even if Pat was in the Broncos, would still probably win. Y'all don't remember last time almost. Yeah, MR Nobody. MR Nobody. I agree. I mean, the only reason that the Chiefs won last time was because of what's his face. He kept getting bulldozed on the left side of the line in kickoffs, and that's on field goals, and that's how they blocked it. And they, by the way, cheered like they just won the Super Bowl by beating the Broncos. Yeah, I agree. Even if their starters were playing, I would take the Broncos in this game. The Chiefs are still frauds. I don't care. Could be biased, but I just hate the Chiefs. BK, Chiefs starters are coming out of the locker room padded up. That's funny. I wouldn't be scared. Alex Forsythe, yeah. Alex Forsythe get bull rushed, and they lose the game. That's why they lost. And then Patrick Mahomes running with his helmet in his hand. Yeah, we just beat the Broncos and a rookie quarterback. Yeah, by a block field goal. Yeah. What a bitch. halftime's almost over. If anyone, wants to partake. Also, we're 46 likes away from a new raffle entry for someone. And then, we're 9 subscribers away from a free. Let me try again. For a free raffle entry for subscribers. So 9 away. If you want a free raffle entry, like, subscribe. And if you're already liked and subscribed, hang out with us in the chat. 49ers tied it up on Arizona. I love how they made that game interesting. 7 away. I love how they made that game interesting with a fight. I love it. Like, that game means nothing. But they were like, we're going to make it mean something to us. And put on a show for the people. All right. Bulwark's the only one that took advantage. We're 6 away. 6 subscribers away. BK. I second that comment. I'm not going to say it, but I second it. All right. Halftime. Coming to a close. Mr. Peterson back in the studio. Ready to get this ass-kicking back underway.
What's going on, everyone? Second half coming up. Broncos all over Carson Wentz and the Chiefs 24-0. They are currently on pace to play the Buffalo Bills in the first round of the playoffs. We can look at the playoff picture for the AFC because it's starting to come into shape right now with the second half of the afternoon games pretty much all underway as Denver will kick it off. But the Broncos, they are 30 minutes away from clinching the 7th seed, knocking out the Bengals and the Dolphins. The Chiefs, by the way, have nothing to play for. That's why they're stuck at number one. That's why they're number one. Bills, they lost today, but they could not move up or down anyway. The Ravens are stuck at number 3. Texans stuck at number 4. The Chargers are 30 minutes away from playing the Houston Texans in round 1. And we'll have an AFC North showdown with Pittsburgh traveling to Baltimore and the Broncos traveling to the Bills if results hold. So that is what's at stake for the AFC playoff picture. We reached 31,200 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone watching who has subscribed. Make sure to go ahead and hit that sub button if you haven't already. As the Chiefs start the ball in the second half with a 1st and 10 throw, that's good for 15 yards. We've got a free raffle entry coming up. So yeah, spam 10 for Bo Nix's awesome first half. Justin, I'm going to unplug you if that's cool. Insider trading right here. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at the 45-yard line. Wentz in shotgun. Do we see Pat Surtain? I see him at the bottom of the screen. Ball is overthrown, 2nd and 10. Once Surtain gets pulled, then we'll start to see Sean Payton begin resting some guys for next week. All right, after the second down play, we'll pick someone out of the chat for a free raffle entry. If you want to get added, super chat any amount, and you'll be added for the mystery raffle. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Bulwark. 2nd and 10, throw is caught by Juju Smith-Schuster, gain of 4. 3rd down coming up. Aw, Sean Payton and Tony Romo. I forgot. We got 2 Eastern Illinois guys in the same building right now. And Jimmy Garoppolo. 3rd and 6. All right, after this 3rd down play, we'll pick someone. I forgot, I think. Wentz in the gun, just shy of the 50-yard line, takes the snap. Looking, sacked! Down he goes! Another sack for the anonymous crush. It's John Franklin Myers. Pause the chat in 3, 2, 1. Pause it. Kelly. Excellent play by the veteran. John Franklin Myers is 2 quarters away from a postseason. Meanwhile, his former team, the Jets, they are 2 quarters away from golfing in Mexico. The punt is away for the Chiefs. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. There we go. Joe Milton basically starting today for the Patriots because Drake May got injured on the first play, and he was awesome for New England. The Rams clinched the 3 seed with the win, and they rested their starters. Can we look at the NFC playoff picture for a moment? I don't really understand why the Rams just accepted the 4 seed possibly over the 3 seed. I know you want, maybe, would you rather have a week of rest but have a tougher opponent? That's the trade-off right there, is it not? Here's the NFC playoff picture. If you're the Rams, would you rather have a week of rest and play the Vikings or the Lions? Or have no week of rest and play the Commanders? No week in rest and play the rookie quarterback, right? And this seems like a no-brainer to me. I don't understand the thinking behind the Rams here. If someone does, please let me know. But I'd much rather face the Commanders than possibly the Lions. A 14-3 Lions team. Oh my gosh. We could get another Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff playoff game. That would be awesome. Does someone know why the Rams did this? Because if so, please enlighten me. It seems silly. But they're still in the game. They're trailing the Seahawks 17-13, but Seattle has the football to begin the second half. Mile High Club, $20 super chat will add you to it. You know what? We'll save it for next week. A deal that just came in my head, but we'll save that deal for, because there's going to be a playoff game for the Broncos next week. Yeah. Go Broncos. New little Broncos fan arriving in Australia February, hopefully in time to see them win. That would be incredible. They would be
Super Bowl baby.
They would be 1-0. All they know would be winning. That'd be awesome. Jimbo still on that hat? There is a Dolphins fan. Jimbo, you're right here. First and 10, Bo Nix and the starters take over at their own 20 after the defense forced a quick stop by the Chiefs opening drive. No gain on the play. Run for Estime. Sword, what's going on? A Rams insider said the Rams had a week 6 bye and needed the rest. I get it. But, man. Commanders at home or line, like, I would buy that I would agree with that if the Buccaneers lost and you were locked in at 3 and you found out right as the game started. And you go, never mind. Nice throw from Nix to Vele on 2nd and 10. Jimbo, we have not done the Ducky thing yet. That will be at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Super chat, Jimbo. We'll add you to it. First and 10 coming up.
Do you think Brian Dable gets fired?
I don't think Brian Dable deserves to be fired. I think Joe Shane should be fired. He picked Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. That's an awful pick. First and 10 for Knicks. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. Petey, what's the best kind of juice? Orange juice. I am a big OJ fan. It is my favorite drink by a mile. We're 20 likes away from 400. Make sure to like the video if you are just tuning in. Weston, frequently. Second and 10. Knicks now 19 for 21. Snap to Knicks. It's a handoff running to the left, and this is a bad play. McLaughlin is dropped for a loss of 5. Jimbo! $20 super chat from Jimbo, ladies and gentlemen. Jimbo, Jimbo, Jimbo. 3rd and 14. Knicks throwing on a crosser to Sutton. He's going to get just 2 yards. And the Chiefs' defense, I believe, forces their first stop of the game. That is the first stop of the day for Kansas City's defense. And we will see Riley Dixon for the first time. Duck better, do better than quack last time. Jimbo, we're pulling for your duckies this time. Danny asking, best Disney movie of all time. My favorite movie of all time is Miracle. And that is a Disney movie. So I have to say that. But it's not a traditional, like, Princess Prince Disney movie, which you may be thinking of. Return for the Chiefs is going to get out to about the 32-yard line. So let's spin the wheel for Jimbo. CBS broadcast, it is over. It's 24-0. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. No fear whatsoever on my end. Chargers lead the Raiders, by the way, 17-10. Las Vegas is looking at like pick number 5, pick number 6-ish in the draft. All right, this is for Jimbo. Stop. Stop. Spin again. Spin again. This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. Very nice. Yep. Herbert on 1st and 10.
If anyone
Finding Ladd McConkey. If I were a coach, I'd be on top of rest management. Like watching the game through the lens of the TV where you go, all right, you're in a comfortable spot. Rest your starters now. Like, get the backup some valuable snaps, right? Get them some experience, and don't risk any injuries whatsoever. I would agree that one more score and you're definitely in the clear. I'm still comfortable right here at 24-0. If the Broncos came out with all their backups in the second half, are the Chiefs' backups really going to outscore the Broncos' backups? If you're the Broncos' backups, you could just run it 3 straight times and kill some clock and be good. I'd have no concern. 17-10, Chargers over the Raiders. Oh. No one's going to watch that show. Hollywood Squares is a one-season show.
How many streaming platform subscriptions do you have?
Well, do I have or do I have on my TV? I've got HBO, Peacock, YouTube TV, Hulu, Paramount, and that's it. Yeah. I think that's all of them. I don't have Disney Plus or Netflix.
I used to have Disney Plus through the phone plan.
Yeah.
But we changed phone plans and lost Disney Plus.
1st and 10 throw for Wentz is incomplete. The red headphones guy.
I missed this guy.
2nd and 10 for the Chiefs, under 10 to go. For a bonus. Good for him. The red headphones guy, Browns picking 2nd. Indeed, we can look at the NFL draft top 5 in a moment. But the Browns are picking 2nd behind the Titans, who I think might go Cam Ward. Carson Steele. If you're the Browns, do you want Cam Ward or Shador to be the 1st overall pick when it comes to how aggressive teams will be to try and trade up for your selection to get the sloppy seconds? I think teams might have a bigger attachment to Cam Ward, but fan bases will have a bigger attachment to Shador. Red headphones guy, thank you for your super. 3rd and 5 for the Chiefs. Wentz at his own 37 takes the snap. He'll get it out in time, and it's broken up. Incomplete.
If anyone was wondering, my favorite Disney movie, Lion King.
Good one. Yeah, great one. Great one. Have you seen Mufasa yet? I feel like you'd probably like that. Yeah, it's like the prequel to, or not the prequel, but like the side story of Mufasa.
How he became.
Yeah, I don't know how he got there. All Disney does, though, they just remake movies now. There's no original ideas from Disney. All of Hollywood is just remaking movies. 4th and 5. I know they were afraid to have a failure of a movie. No more DVD sales. But think about all the movies out there right now. As Bo Nix and the offense are going to come on with 9 minutes to go. Like, I saw Wicked 2. No, I saw Wicked on Friday. Not a new thought. They just took the musical and made a movie. And then they're like, how about we make a second one? Everything's just a remake. There's nothing new. The only new stuff is Netflix movies, and those suck. The more I think about it, after watching Carry On, that whole movie's point could have just been ended if the guy working the conveyor belt just took the AirPod and threw it in the trash. Why would he put someone else's AirPod in his ear? Right?
Well,
Who just picks up someone else's AirPod and puts it in their ear?
If he didn't, then the guy would probably figure something out.
They all suck. AFX with a $2
that was
super.
A good movie, though. That was a good movie.
Was it? I think it was good for Netflix standards.
Oh, Petey, you're too harsh.
You would rewatch it?
Yeah,
No, I would not rewatch that.
that's a good movie.
You need to get out more. There are some good movies out there, dude. I watched Juror Number 2. That was a solid movie on HBO.
You know what I watched last night?
What?
Crazy Rich Asians.
That's a good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah. It won't be long until they do Crazy Rich Asians 2. I'm sure they're going to make that. All they do is remake movies. There's no new ideas. That's my TED Talk. Movies suck now because they just remake the same ones over and over and over again. AFX. If I were the Browns, trade the pick to Vegas. That's got to be the team that you call first. I mean, if you're the Browns, you kind of sit back and wait for them to call you, right? Act like you want the pick. But yeah, Browns and Vegas swapping picks in round 1 makes a lot of sense.
So, also, to be fair, he got a random text that said, "Put it in your ear."
I would just go, fuck that. Toss it.
But,
If I were working TSA.
But so you're working TSA and you get a random number that says, "Put it in your ear." Like, oh, it's somebody fucking with me. Because that's what he thought. It was his friend. He was like, oh, who's messing with me?
Okay. Then the moment you realize they're not messing with you, then you tell your supervisor.
Well, he said anytime he would tell him, he'd kill his girlfriend.
Yeah, which also didn't make sense. His girlfriend is constant. There's a million people in the airport walking around.
See, that part Hey, the sniper has a perfect shot?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? That one, I was
First
like,
and
yeah.
10 from the 21. It's a run for the Broncos, and McLaughlin lost his footing as soon as he got the ball, is able to get 3 yards out of it.
You know what? Danny's right. Movies suck. Let's focus on football.
2nd and 6. Wow, 70 yards of offense so far for the Chiefs. What's going to happen is this game is going to ruin a lot of streaks for Kansas City's offense. I don't know what streaks they are, but they will. And then the NFL will just go with Patrick Mahomes to avoid this donut. 2nd and 6, run to the right. It's like the Chiefs have always scored in a touchdown in the first half for the last 4 seasons with Mahomes starting. 3rd and 3 coming up for Denver. Yeah. Snap to Nix. He'll look to pass. Throwing short, has his man first down, Cortland Sutton. I think this should be the last drive if they score with guys like Sutton. Yeah, veteran players out there, shut them down. Pro Bowl watch party is not happening. It's like 2 days, too. Which part would be the watch party? The flag game? The dodgeball part?
Nobody wants to watch the actual Pro Bowl.
The NFL, the NBA, the NHL, they try so hard to make the Pro Bowl relevant, but they don't care about getting the right players in there. Start there. That's a good starting point. 1st and 10, Nix hands it off. No gain for McLaughlin. Yes, Cortland Sutton has 1,000 receiving yards.
Oh my God.
What's that?
If the Ravens played the Chargers.
Harbaugh. But the Ravens.
They can.
I know they can, but I think the Chargers are going to win. And they'd play the Texans then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
You would need the Raiders to beat the Chargers right now. Chargers have 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. And they get stopped. Dobbins is stopped. 2nd and 11, dump off to Javonte, slips a tackle. There goes Williams across the 50, all the way to the Kansas City 42. I don't know why, but when Javonte Williams gets the football after receiving it, he is Jerry Rice. He cannot run, but he can catch and run. Like, he's great at breaking tackles when it's after he catches the ball. On a run, no chance. First and 10. Nix in shotgun. Takes the snap. Fake pitch to the right. Looking. Throwing short. Caught by McLaughlin. And he'll get about 5 or 6. Nice long drive here from Denver, right? They had an 11-minute drive, believe it or not, earlier this game. And look at the crowd, by the way. I don't see an empty seat. Filled. This is a fan base that is ready to get back into the big dance. .366 yards to 70 for Denver. 2nd and 4. Bo Nix hands it off to McLaughlin, and he is going the wrong way. Oh, it's only getting worse. It's probably going to be a loss of 8. It'll be 3rd and long after this. Seahawks lead the Rams 17-6. There are some playoff implications there for LA. If they lose, they are going to play the loser of the Vikings-Lions Sunday night game. If they win, they host the Commanders. I personally would rather play the Commanders if I were the Rams. Bengals fans watching have to be irate right now. The Dolphins are losing, which they needed, and they just needed the Broncos to lose. And that ain't happening. Snap to Nix on 3rd and 11. Both throwing deep. Caught Devon Vele all the way to 10. And Bengals fans watching right now are throwing up because they probably sold themselves on, hey, stop here, 3rd and 11. If they were just to score and get the 2-point conversion and go into the fourth quarter down 16, they could do this. Not anymore. Nix, 1st and goal from the 10. Throwing. End zone. Incomplete. Looking for Sutton.
I like how Sutton isn't super like, oh, he was holding me. Because that was definitely a hold.
Yeah.
He held his arm down. But Sutton's like, sorry, I'll probably get him on the next one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's holding his right arm down.
Greg with a super chat. Second and goal. Nix under center, hands it off. And a run for Denver is good for 3 or 4. And we'll have 4th and goal from the 6. Bring on the Steelers or whoever. Greg, it is the Bills. It can only be the Bills. It's either Bills or no playoffs. So, Greg, it is going to be Denver traveling to Buffalo, which we all remember last year on Monday night. Very different team now, of course, how that went for the Broncos. So, I'm ready. 3rd and goal now, for the Broncos at the 7-yard line. Nix takes the snap, throws to the right. It's caught. Marvin Mims, and he has a second touchdown. Mims, who got the scoring started, added another one. And the Broncos lead is 30. This fan base is 17 minutes away from their first playoff berth since hoisting the Lombardi in Super Bowl 50. Marvin Mims has become such a weapon for Denver recently. He's got 5 touchdowns in the last 3-4 weeks. Extra point is perfect, and it's all Denver. 31 zip. Bruh with a $5 super. You know what? And starting with bruh, every super chat, no matter the amount, for the rest of the 3rd quarter, we're going to spin the wheel. Let's start the party right now for the postseason. If you are ready for postseason football to come back to Broncos Country, let's go. Bruh, $5 super. I agree, Steve. Put the backups in now. I don't want to see number 2 on the field. I don't want to see Nick Bonito. I don't want to see Zach Allen. I don't want to see Jonathan Cooper. Life is good. May we all prosper. Go Broncos. Bruh, thank you so much. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Let's spin the wheel for bruh. Pull the starters. It is champagne time in Broncos Country. We don't need to see Bo for the 4th quarter. We don't need to see, definitely don't need to see Pat Surtain. This one is for bruh. And bruh is going to get 2 extra entries. It always goes right to, I feel like, the end. Not sorry, Bengals fans. Don't care, Dolphins fans. And what was supposed to be a rebuild. Vegas put Denver's win total at 5.5. When I went to Vegas before week 1, I did win total projections for all 32 teams. And I can't wait to cash my Broncos season win total of the over of 5.5 wins. Cardinals lead the Niners 20-17, by the way. Yeah, quick reminder, we're going to have watch parties just like this one for the last 3 college football playoff games. So subscribe to Chat Sports right now. Go to youtube.com/chatsportstv or just search Chat Sports or just click the link that's going to be in the chat. And that way you don't miss out on the semifinal watch parties on the 9th and the 10th, and then the championship game the following weekend. Bulwark with a $2 super chat. We're at $144 in super chats. Can we get to 200? Could someone be an absolute legend? Get us over that milestone. It's going to be a touchback as Carson Wentz and the Chiefs backups and third stringers take the field. I do not want to see Pat Surtain come on the field. I don't want to see number 2. Bulwark, this one's for you. Bulwark gets 2 and more. I think he's still in, but I can't tell for sure. 1st and 10, Wentz in shotgun, takes the snap. Yeah, he still is. And the pass is caught. Big gain all the way out to the Denver 45. So the starters are still in defensively for Denver. Raul's barbecue. I want to try that barbecue. It's my girlfriend's birthday today. Had her wish us a playoff berth. Very, very kind of her. Zach White with a $5 super. $50 super chat, and we get to $200 in super chats. Would love to set a channel record today. 1st and 10, Wentz at the 45. Play fake, and then goes back against the grain, and Carson Steele was tripped up. No gain on the play. Let's effing go. Today is a good day, baby. The second longest postseason drought in the NFL is about to come to an end, guys. The second longest.
Let me guess. Who is number 1?
Number 1 is the most dysfunctional organization in the National Football League. The New York Jets, who are winning, by the way, against the Dolphins. 2nd and 9 coming up now. Mahomes, Wentz, force of habit, from the 44, hands it off, and Steele is going to find no running room at all. Sit the starters, guys. You don't just sit all the starters. Keep the youngins in there, right? But start to sit some of the older veteran players. Let their bodies get a little bit less wear and tear going into the playoffs. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 7 for Kansas City coming up. Snap to Wentz. His pass is incomplete. Just a little off target. Fourth and 7. Incomplete. And I think the offense is going to stay on, as it should, for Kansas City. I mean, this is embarrassing for the Chiefs. I know they're not playing anyone, but they are getting smoked. Snap to Wentz, and he is sacked! Down he goes! It's Nick Bonito! That is sack number 60 of the year. The Denver Broncos pass rush has generated 60 sacks. And I bet you, even your above average NFL fan can't tell you who's on this defensive line for Denver. Nick Bonito making a case for Defensive Player of the Year. He's at 13.5 sacks, 2 touchdowns. I know no one's ever heard of him before, but we have. And he should be in consideration. He really should. I don't think Bo should be out there right now. It's 31-0. Even if this was like week 5. Oh, CBS, they're going to leave this game. Oh my God. CBS just took us away from the Broncos game because it's too big of a blowout. You're kidding me. Here's the issue. It won't be on Sunday Ticket because it's blacked out. Because it's on local TV. No. Watch. This happened before. Unfreaking believable. CBS, for much of America, just said, you're done watching this game. We're going to go to a different game. But they won't put... Okay, it's bottom right now for us. So end of the third quarter. Now we have to watch the NFL Game Mix 1. This sucks. CBS took us away.
Screw you, Broncos, for being too good.
They couldn't have waited until like the end of the play.
Right?
Just mid-play, they're like, pull the
literally,
plug.
As Bo is
Yeah.
doing it.
Okay. So no more Broncos game on CBS for us.
Well, the best thing to do is just, here, I have it right here.
Can I click? No, it's going to get mad. Okay, we're stuck. This is how we watch it.
There we go.
All right. So fourth quarter around the corner, sorry. We got a $5 super from Bulwark. We owe a couple of wheel spins, maybe? Well, we said for the end of the yeah, for Zach and Bulwark. Yeah. So we have 2 wheel spins coming up. Hunter, you're going to lose that game soon, I feel like. No, actually you'll keep it because they won't take it away from people in the Chiefs Kingdom area and the Denver area. But Chat Sports is located in Dallas, so they're not worried about Broncos or Chiefs fans in Dallas being upset. It is 20-13 Chargers over the Raiders. If the Chargers win, they play at Houston. If they lose, they play at Baltimore.
By the way, they go, we're going to take you to a more competitive game. And they went to the Chargers-Raiders.
Yeah. All right, we got 2 wheel spins coming up. First one for Zach White. Zach, this first one is for you. Second and 11. And Nix is going to throw on the run. Has his man. Lil Jordan Humphrey, gain of 15. Next one is for Bulwark. For our Australian friend. And 1 extra entry. Please, don't. I can't see Pat Surtain. That's the one guy I really want them to sit. He's my... bubble wrap him right now player. First and 10 for the Broncos at the Chiefs 35. Nick still in the game, handing it off, and a run to the right is going to be about a 5-yard pickup. Yeah, CBS might have changed the game on some of you depending on where you are. Yep, we'll roll the game cast. The Rams are down 8. Jimmy Garoppolo, 17 of 26, a touchdown and a pick. Second and 5, another run for Denver, and this is good for about 3 yards. I'd run it again. Just run that clock down. Nearly 1,000 people tuned in at the moment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a watch party in a week for a playoff game for the first time in Broncos breakdown history. I don't want you to miss it. So subscribe. That way next week when the game is going on, you're watching it with us as well. Jackson, I do have Sunday Ticket, but Sunday Ticket will block out the local game. Even though the local game changed to a different game, Sunday Ticket doesn't know that. So you're kind of screwed. 3rd and 1, and it's a gain of 5 on the ground. I'll tell you if Sutton is still in. I would assume so. Nix is still in. I don't want to say poor Bengals fans, but Bengals fans right now are like, we were so close. We took care of business. The Jets beat the Dolphins for us. And the Broncos are steamrolling the Chiefs.
What's funny is they 100% deserve it over the Steelers.
What's crazy is if this was college football, Florian's here. If this was college football, people would be irate. If like the Bengals were left out of the playoffs because like SMU played all backups in the conference champ. You know what I mean? Like,
They earned their fate. I'm sorry.
no, I don't feel bad for the Bengals. But I'm saying, like, if this happened in college, if a team was left out because another team played backups, everyone would be pissed.
Fair enough, but I feel like they earned this seat at home, quite honestly, for the whole.
Yeah. It's not about what you did in the last 4 or 5 games. It's a 17-game season. And they were 4-8. So, yep.
From being eliminated a long time ago.
Whose punt did they block? Oh, you're right. That's a great point. I forgot about that. Bulwark, keep doing the Lord's work, fellas. Hope your schedules are... Oh, I'm sorry, Bulwark. Florian, keep doing the Lord's work, fellas. Hope your schedules are clear in February. We got nowhere to be except right here with you guys. 1st and 10, Denver at the 10.5-yard line. It's a run that's going to go for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 5. They can't technically get a first down, but it may as well be 2nd and goal. Danny's going to be in NOLA in February. Hope to see you there, Danny. 2nd and goal, Denver. Sitting at the 5.
Still gotta go against Patrick Mahomes because, you know, he's so good. Oh, my God, I love him.
Hand off Michael Burton, and he's in! That's Burton getting in for... Oh, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. You mentioned your pick'em earlier, by the way. I'm in a pick'em league where you do like a confidence poll of 10 to 1. And
God, look how close that is.
it'll be 3rd and goal
Oh, you gotta challenge.
from the half year. Oh, now Sean Payton challenges it.
You gotta challenge it for him.
We'll just run the play again and give it back to Burton.
Oh.
So, like I said, in my pick'em league, it's a confidence league where put 10 points on the game you're most confident in, all the way down to 1. I've gotten 10 correct, 9 correct, 8 correct, 7 correct. 6 is the Lions. 5 I got wrong. I did Cowboys plus 3.5, and they lost by 4. That sucks. I didn't know that. Cardinals, I have at 4 correct, minus 3.5, and they're winning. And Broncos, I have 2, so I'll get that one. And then I've got Chargers at 2, and I need the... Oh, I've got the Seahawks minus 2.5, and they're winning 24-22. I have not been good this year. So in the season, I'm awful. The season, I'm 59th. This week, though, I am 50th. So top 8 makes money. So I got some work to do. I still have a lot of, poles in the water right now. Oh, I just need to get some, if I can get top 8 this week and just get my ante back in week 18, that'd be nice. Super Chat menu, if you enjoy the free content we provide here, Super Chats do go a long way to support the channel, help us grow and get more staff to help get more content for everyone out there. So $2 Super Chat, we do a mystery raffle item. We'll add you to it. $5 Venmo, and that's my Venmo right there. We'll do a wheel spin, which is the same as a $10 Super Chat, and you can get some more raffle entries for this mystery item. $20 Super Chat, we'll add you to our Mile High Club, and $100 Super Chat, probably do a handstand. You'll be the MVP of today's watch party. So, anyone wants to be the biggest baller out there, that'd be unbelievable. I need the Seahawks. Come on, Seattle. Got you -2.5, and you're winning by 2. Give me a field goal. Broncos are challenging the stop on 3rd and goal, or on 2nd and goal. I wish I could tell you if it was a touchdown or not, but I'm watching on a tiny box because CBS changed the local channel to the Raiders-Chargers game instead. More compelling, I think is what they said. Damn it, Seattle. Jets lead the Dolphins 18-6. Miami needs the Broncos to lose, so it doesn't really matter if they lose if Denver doesn't lose. Ruling on the field stands that Michael Burton did not break the plane. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Give it to Burton again. Give it to Burton. Nix hands it off to the running back who walks in for the touchdown. Audric Estime gets a touchdown. And the Broncos' lead is out of control. It's officially a butt kicking. 37-zip. There we go. Oh my goodness. It's CPJ! Let's go! Charles Pommels Jr. in the house, ladies and gentlemen. CPJ, 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 CPJ. Looks like you were off by 1 win, bro. CPJ, I'm so happy I was wrong. Had the Denver Broncos going 9-8 before the season started. Obviously, they are going to finish 10-7. After the Colts game, going into the Chargers Thursday night game, I said I think Denver's going to go 1-2 in this stretch. And no one wanted to hear that. And Denver, thankfully, is going to go 1-2 after dropping 2 in a row. CPJ, thank you for your super chat. Always hanging out with us in the chat, too. Let's go. An absolute chat sports icon. We'll spin the wheel for CPJ. Danny, on YouTube TV, we've got DirecTV on the big TV. I've got Red Zone on my iPad right now. $38-zip. Denver over the Chiefs. Listen, 38-0 is going to be a little bit of a, not a soul-crushing loss, but that's a bad taste in your mouth going into the playoffs. I know they'll have a week to rest, but still. 38-0. That's tough. CPJ, here it is. 10 entries for CPJ. Okay, now I'm going to try and see if the ants on the screen are the starters. Largest deficit ever under Andy Reid. I'm so glad it's the Broncos doing it. No. Backups are in for Denver's defense. I saw Trayman Smith in there at cornerback. So the starters have been pulled. Good. Get J.L. Skinner there at safety. Get these young guys some snaps. And Carson Wentz has been benched. It's our third stringer who we don't really know where he came from. Well, we know he came from South Dakota State, but 2nd and 6. Third string quarterback in for Kansas City. Carson Wentz, you are out of the league after this season. And the third stringer for the Chiefs is strip sack. First play and he fumbles. Recovered by the Kansas City. Huh? 19. Oh, he's screwed. 19. Okay, you ready? Let's play a game here. Top 3 numbers to wear as a quarterback. I like 7. I like 10. And I like 5. Bottom 3, personal opinion, I hate the number 3. I hate 19 for a quarterback. And I don't like 13. I hate 3s. 3rd and 11, delay a game.
So I have the best 2.
Okay. Not my choice, but that's fine.
I love 5 also.
5's great.
I
5's
love
cool. 5's cool.
And then I'm between 11.
Solid.
I really like 11, but
Good one.
I also really like 18.
I like 18. Peyton Manning made 18 really cool.
Yeah.
If it was not for Peyton,
If it wasn't
18
for
would
Peyton,
suck.
18 would suck. But I would take 11 over 18 if
Uh-huh.
I had to. But 18 would be number 4.
Yep.
And then I think number 4, or actually either number 4 or number 10 would be my top 5.
Okay, a couple of things here. Reed. Can you, Justin, make a matchup graphic for the Broncos-Bills playoff game? For where the time would go, just put TBD. Put the records. 3rd and 11, and the backup, who's the backup, is going to run out of bounds. Gain of 4. We're going to get into our postgame show in a little bit here. Yeah. So, we've got 1,100 people watching right now. We've got a mystery raffle item at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. And we'll jump right into it after that. So, super chat any amount right now to be added to that mystery raffle item. 1,000 people tuned in for the Broncos' first playoff appearance since 2015. $5 Venmo, and we'll spin the wheel, which has bonus raffle entries all over it. And Kansas City is going to punt on 4th and 6. If I'm Sean Payton, obviously the backups are going in on offense too, but I am sticking it to the Chiefs. This is a fan base that has been bullied, tormented, and belittled by Kansas City for a decade. I don't care if it's against the 3rd stringer for the Chiefs. I am going full throttle. I am not stopping. I am bomb them, and then bomb them again. Bulwark, we just crossed 200 just by a slim bit after CPJ Super. Now the march is on to 300. Eric G. Great question, Eric. When was the last shutout for the Chiefs? Let me tell you. I'll look it up right now. Okay. You ready? Points for anytime. Alvin! Okay, Eric wants to know the last shutout for the Chiefs. Are you ready, Eric? We got Sam Brown in the house right now, getting ready for the first
Sam Brown,
postseason
what would you
appearance.
like to say about your Denver Broncos?
No one thought we'd be here. Absolutely nobody. They hated on us all year long. If we lose in round 1, I'll completely understand. But hot damn, does it feel good to be back in the playoffs? Doesn't it feel good? Spam those Broncos in the chat if you're with me.
Chiefs' last shutout was that infamous 2012 season. They got shut out 15-0 by the Oakland Raiders. in Week 15. See you at home. Eric, 2012, Week 15 against the Raiders. We've got Alvin with a $20 super chat. Let's go, Alvin. Can we get to 300 in supers? We're 70 USD away. Alvin, let's go, dude. Let's go. Everyone spamming Broncos. 1,100 people tuned in right now. No one picked the Broncos to accomplish anything this year. I'm not here to say that I was right and they were all wrong. I had them going 9-8 back in April, back in May when the schedule came out. 10-7 is a whole lot better. Whole lot better. And 1st and 10 for the Broncos backups. The offensive line, as it should, stays in. But Bo Nix is on the bench. Highest completion percentage in franchise history today for Nix. 26 for 29. Let's spin the wheel for Alvin. And we got a Venmo! Rick with a $10 Venmo! Let's go, Rick! We got wheel spins coming up. Desire best, baby! Stidham hands it off. Gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and short. Desire best. I'm so glad I was wrong about Nix. Hey, you and me, brother. If you go back to the draft, my mock draft was Brock Bowers in round 1 and then Bo Nix in round 2 after a trade of sorts. They ultimately go with him in round 1. I was skeptical about it using a round 1 pick on him, but I'm so glad to be wrong. 3rd and 3 from the Denver 25. And it's a nice run by Estime. Gain of 5. Bulwark, how far off from the rookie passing record is Bo? All right, let's look. Passing yards. Okay. By a rookie. Single season rookie passing record belongs to Andrew Luck with 4,374 yards. Bo is not going to catch that. Bo this season has, I think, like 37. He had 35. Oh, no. Yeah, he's got 3,000. He's about 800 yards short. So that's not really in the cards for Bo. He will finish around 15. Give or take. Was this for Alvin? Or we got to spin it? Alvin, we got to spin it for Alvin, or you just spun it? Spin it for Alvin. And then next is for Rick Callister. There we go. And then Rick Callister. Rick with the $10 Venmo. Get those super chats in if you want to be a part. Stop. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If you want to be a part of the mystery raffle, super chat right now, any amount, and you will be added. As Stidham runs it on 3rd and 5 for the first down, and Denver is close to victory formation. It's already done. The Broncos are going to the playoffs. We're going to update the playoff picture. Meanwhile, the Rams, by the way, if we look at some of those scores, they are leading the Seahawks. If the Rams win, they host the Commanders. If the Rams lose, they host the loser of Vikings-Lions. Bulwark with another super chat. Let's go, Bulwark. Grant Claycomb, get the party started right now. Right here, everyone. So bloody excited. This is how I know you're from like some tentacle of the UK. So bloody excited for this Broncos team and Broncos country. Tuning in from the land down under. Heaven knows what time it is right now in Australia. Thank you, Bulwark. Let's go, dude. And Grant Claycomb with a $5 super chat. 2nd and 9. The Broncos run it as they should every single play. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. One last call, super chat, any amount, and you will be added to our mystery raffle. We're at 242. Can we get to 300? Chipping away, baby. But first season since 2015, as we've all heard a million times, for the Broncos to make the playoffs. The drought is over. 8 seasons of no playoff football in Denver. Really their longest drought since the franchise's inception, when they did not make the playoffs for their first 15 years, 12, 13 years of existence. Ever since they made the playoffs for the very first time, they have never gone 8 years without a playoff appearance. That comes to an end right now. We've got Jeff and Nima getting into the mix. And I missed Todd. And Todd, let's go, Todd. Alvin with another super chat. Let's go. Alvin, it's $5 Venmo, $10 super chat to spin that wheel. Toss in one more 5 and you're good. Let's go. Pat's expected to pursue Vrabel. They just wanted to fire Gerard Mayo to get to Mike Vrabel. That was a shocking fire, I thought. Which, not a bad. Vrabel's a great coach, I think. But it's weird to, yeah, I don't know. Like, why had this whole plan of succession for Gerard Mayo and then just ditch him after one season? Alvin with another $5 super. Timeout on who? On hate? I don't get it. That is him. You're right. Yes. Okay. Rick with another Venmo. We got some wheel spins. And then we're going to get into... Yeah, I know. Not in the 2-minute warning. Rick Callister with another Venmo. We owe 3 wheel spins right now. One for Bulwark, one for Alvin, and one for Rick Callister. Jack the Big Mac, what's going on, dude? So the raffle has been temporarily postponed until we spin the wheel, and then we're going to get the show on the road. But I want all 993 people watching right now, and I mean it, every single one of you, want you to type one-word reaction to Denver making the playoffs. One-word reaction to the Broncos making the playoffs. Let me know. Todd, playoffs, baby. Here we come indeed. Jeff, thank you so much. Same goes for Nehemiah. And we got Alvin Blunt with a couple of 5s to get the wheel spin. And then Desire Best, baby. Kelly's one word, fantastic. Octavio's here, finally. Grant is playoff. Carter is finally. Everyone is finally. Bo is going to be a very popular name in the Denver area, potentially 9 months from now. Chargers, by the way, are going to beat the Raiders, and they have secured themselves the 5 seed. Okay, let's spin the wheel. One-word reaction right now to Denver clinching a playoff spot. We're also going to do a little bit of a Broncos-Bills preview in a little bit. That's the takeaway coming out of this game here. We'll just do the scoreboard. Okay, let's spin this wheel, though. Wilson who? Says Danny. That's a good one. I'm ready. This first one is for, we did Alvin's the first time. So Bulwark. So bloody excited for this Broncos team in Broncos Country. I can hear the accent. And Bulwark gets an additional entry. Then we have another one coming up for Alvin Blunt. Chiefs somehow got the ball. I don't care. It's over. Plus, no one got injured at all today for Denver. They are going to be one of the healthiest teams going into the playoffs. From week 1 to present day, the Broncos, do you guys want to guess how many starters they are missing from their week 1 lineup? 11 on offense, 11 on defense? 1. They are missing Alex Singleton, who tore his ACL in Tampa in week 3. That is the only starter they are missing to injury.
And didn't tell anyone. He played.
Oh my God, it's incredible. Yeah, he played the whole game on a torn ACL. And then on Wednesday, they're like, dude, you okay? He's like, knee kind of hurts. And they're like, oh, you tore your ACL. So here we go. The party is on in Denver, baby. 38-zip, an absolute butt kicking. And the Broncos are going back to the playoffs. Have we spun it for Alvin yet? This is for Alvin, and then we've got Rick spin. And then we're going to get into our mystery. Spin it again. Spin it again. None of those right now. Let's go. Broncos clinched a playoff berth and the 7 seed. They will face the Buffalo Bills in the first round on the road. It's Bo Nix going to Orchard Park to play Josh Allen. Let's go. And we have Rick Callister. And then we're getting into it. One last call for a spot in the mystery raffle. Super chat any amount and you will be added right now. Appreciate the kind words, Sword and Todd. I believe Knicks for 6. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Chargers beating the crap out of the Raiders. We got Trap Boy Migo. Thank you, Sword. Thank you for the season, Matt. Great sports talk. Hey, season's not done, dude. Got one more game at least. Regular season, I know. I'm going to update. The Chargers are going to win. Chargers finish 11-6. Broncos finish 10-7. Chiefs finish 15-2. There's your AFC West that we all thought was going to come. Okay. Are we ready? Overall thoughts, though, from this game. You played the backups, and you played like you played the backups, which is a big sigh of relief. This locker room could have flinched. They could have melted a little bit, but they took the opening possession, and they marched down the field. And from then on, it was all Denver. They controlled this game from the moment that coin was flipped. Another one from Trap. We've got a handful of games at the end here coming down to the wire. I'm going to put the Rams-Seahawks game on. That's the best one at the moment. Last call. Reed is getting a little testy. You could just type them in there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. One last call. Let's get this mystery raffle underway, and then we're going to do a Broncos-Bills preview. Yep. Justin, can you start on the description for the Broncos video we're going to do? Denver finishes 10-7. So these are all the names we have in our mystery raffle. Here we go. Send the Duckies. And they're off. Who's going to win? The Duckies are moving. Give me your one-word reaction to the Broncos winning and clinching the playoffs. What I want to do this is if you send in a super chat with your one-word reaction, Danny with a $10 super. I want to end our upcoming video with everyone that sends in a super chat with their one-word reaction. So if you want to be a part of our next video, which, by the way, our next video will be in like 3 minutes, super chat, any amount, just put in your one-word reaction, and I will include that for all of our viewers to see. 8 seconds left. Who's it going to be? 5 seconds. 3, 2, Jimbo! Jimbo! Jimbo, we'll put my email at the bottom of the screen. Email me, Jimbo, your size, because here comes the, we're going to put the mystery item on in just a moment. But I need your address, Jimbo. Yep. So this is the mystery item. I thought it was a pretty cool shirt, honestly. Justin, as
with the
unbiased person, grade the shirt. It's the cool, sick throwback. So, Jimbo.
And the cool colors.
Well, I think it's a pretty sick shirt. Email me your address, Jimbo, and your size so I can send you this shirt. Okay. Once again, like Todd just did, super chat any amount. And if you include your one-word reaction to Denver clinching the playoffs, we will throw that in our next video, which we are about to film. Desire best with the same one word. I love it. Trap, you can get in. Just super chat with your one-word reaction. Okay. Do we have the matchup? The matchup, so you guys can see how the sausage is made for a second. We'll do this right here, the matchup, and the playoff picture. And I don't think is there PP for spawn? Let me look. You look over, I look. No spawn. By the way, the Seahawks are covering, which I need. 30-25. Rams do have the ball, though, and a chance to win the game. Will they capitalize? Okay, exploring. Who do we play now? The Buffalo Bills. And that is what we are going to talk about next on the show. It's a complete, not full breakdown, in-depth preview, but a sneak peek at it. Just to get you guys familiar with what the upcoming week is going to be all about. And that is how to beat the Buffalo Bills. Change it from Buffalo to Orchard Park. Okay. Bulwark getting his super chat in. We got 665 people tuned in. Thank you guys for watching with us. Big play for the Rams, though. They need a touchdown. Field goal does them nothing here. Florian, that's a badass shirt. I think it's a great shirt. Big fan of it. I saw that. I was like, this would be a great addition. Okay. So let's talk all about Broncos versus Bills in the first round of the playoffs. Reed will actually open up with the matchup and then go to the scoreboard. Yeah, I know. Florian with a super chat as well. I love it. All of these are going to get on the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a win, though. I mean, I'm just going to take 60 seconds once we get into it. Perfect. Love it. I love it. Danny, I appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much. Rams, 2nd and 10. They're at the ball came out, but he was down. Okay. Are we ready? Let's talk all about what's next. We'll go from this to the scoreboard to the actually Reed. Let's go really quickly. We'll go from this to the playoff picture to the scoreboard. And then we are smooth sailing after that. Here we go, guys. The words you have been waiting to hear for a long time, the drought is over. Your Denver Broncos have clinched a playoff spot for the first time since 2015. The second longest drought in the NFL has come to an end, and the Broncos are going to play at Buffalo against the Bills in the first round of the NFL playoffs. The wild card round is going to be Denver at Buffalo, Pittsburgh at Baltimore, and LA Chargers at Houston, with the Chiefs on a bye. So we'll talk all about what you need to know for that Broncos-Bills game. The time will be announced sometime during Sunday Night Football. But can we just take 60, 90 seconds to enjoy this? I know that the Chiefs weren't playing their starters, but I still believe that Andy Reid is going to be pissed off that they were shut out for the first time in his era, the first time the Chiefs have been shut out since their dreadful 2012 season. This was an ass kicking. And I know they played the backups and no one's going to give Denver much credit. But you can only play the team in front of you. And Bo Nix was superb. Playing second stringers or not, he was on target, on time, and with perfect touch. Everything was perfect for Nix. And let's face it, Broncos could have just turtled up and let the moment be too big for them and just started pissing down their leg. But they didn't. They took the opening drive and marched it down the field for a touchdown, and they never looked back. It was all Denver all day. The pressure never got to them. Plenty of times in the NFL, we see pressure get to teams. The Buccaneers today, at home against the Saints, trailing 16-6 against Spencer Rattler. Now, this team, this locker room, never flinched. This is a locker room that doesn't know anything about winning in the NFL when it comes to the highest level. It's a locker room that has basically no one in it with any real postseason success or experience. And despite that, they never flinched, they never wavered, and they took it to the Chiefs. And I am happy for Broncos Country because all they've done is been tormented by Chiefs fans, coworkers, friends, family members, and even if it's Carson Wentz playing, 38-zip. Got a nice ring to it. So, Bo Nix and company, awesome against Kansas City. Now I want to talk about the Broncos-Bills matchup. We don't know the time yet. That'll come out in the next few hours. There are 2 time slots on Saturday, either like 2 p.m. Mountain Time or 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then Sunday is that 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then there is Monday Night Football as well. So it'll be one of those 6 spots right there. But when it comes to the Bills, we'll do a much more in-depth preview, but just surface level right now to get everyone kind of familiar, or a little know your foe, if you will, as the Rams just had an incomplete pass on 4th and 3, and they are now going to be hosting the loser of the Vikings-Lions game as I watch this game in real time. But back to the know your foe here. The Bills have been fantastic this year because of one guy predominantly, Josh Allen. So Vance Joseph has a week to figure out how to make sure Josh Allen does not take over this game. Josh Allen's going to get his place. He's probably going to have a rushing touchdown. He's probably going to have a passing touchdown or two. But you have to make sure Josh Allen does not have 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, right? You got to make sure that Josh Allen just doesn't quite get enough where Denver can't keep their offense in this game. The Broncos defense has struggled in December. 3 games, they give up over 30 points or more. Hopefully, even though they play the Chiefs backups, they can use that shutout to go, let's not forget, we're a damn good defense. And what do we do best? Rushing the passer. That has to be the teeth of Denver's defense to slow down Josh Allen and the Bills. Often we think, okay, if you're going to get after the quarterback, you got to have great pass rushers. You skipped a step when you say that. You want to get after the quarterback, you got to make sure the quarterback throws the football. You want to make sure he throws the football? Get him in 3rd and long. How do you do that? Stop the run on 1st and 2nd down. If Denver's run defense, which has been really good this year, stops the run and forces Buffalo into passing situations, which they're comfortable with doing, that is going to tee up Denver's pass rushers. You have to earn the right to rush the passer because you forced him to by stopping the run. If Denver can stop the run, then they can get their pass rushers, the best part of their defense after Pat Surtain, in a position to be successful. Buffalo's strategy is do not let Denver's greatest strength come through. Do not get them a spot where they can really pin their ears back and send 4, send 5 of their best pass rushers. Stop the run, and you're going to let your defense play into its strengths. So that's what I want to see defensively from Denver. Because to me, that has to be the key for the Broncos' success. Is can this defense play like a top 3, top 5 defense it has been for much of the year up until late? Now let's talk about Bo Nix and the offense going up against this Buffalo Bills defense, which is not filled with household names, kind of like the anonymous crush for Denver. Great name from John Gruden. But they have a knack for finding the football. They've got a knack for takeaways. Buffalo has done a tremendous job of protecting the football. They constantly win the turnover battle. And remember the last time these two teams faced off? Monday night in Buffalo? 5 takeaways from Denver's defense? We're going to need another game like that. Because that's when things start to go sideways when you are an underdog on the road in the playoffs. Offensively, I think it's pretty simple. You don't have to do anything special. I don't think Denver's offense needs a masterclass to beat the Bills. If it requires a masterclass to beat the Bills, that means we're in a shootout. If we're in a shootout with the Bills, you've lost. I don't want Bo Nix to be in a shootout with Josh Allen. He was in a shootout with Joe Burrow and he lost. If you find yourself in a shootout, you're in trouble. So defensively, priority number 1 is slowing down Allen and getting the pass rush in a good spot. Offensively, it's continue doing what you've been doing all year. Get Bo Nix on the move. He's one of the most mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. Find some level of success on the ground. I don't need them to have a 100-yard rusher. They just can't rush for 60 yards as a team. Get me 80 to 100 yards as a team, and we can work with that. Bo has been great about finding the open guy, more often than not, Cortland Sutton. This offense just needs to not put the defense in a bad position. Win field position. Take care of special teams. Don't give the Bills any free handouts. They've already got the leg up on you. They're at home, and they've got the superstar power. Just protect the football. Get your pass rushers ready. Win on special teams. And give yourself a chance going into the 4th quarter. Because we have seen the Bills, I don't know if you guys are aware of the Buffalo Bills history. They've had some chokes and some meltdowns on the brightest stage. Just put yourself in that spot to allow them to make a mistake. Buy yourself that time in the game. So what is your one-word reaction to the Broncos finding themselves in the big dance for the first time since hoisting the Lombardi in Santa Clara in Super Bowl 50. One-word reactions coming in from Todd during our live show right now. Bo Leave. I love it, Todd. We got another one coming in from Desire Best. Bo Leave. The more the merrier. We've got Bulwark Grit. I like this one from Bulwark. Love a good gritty team. A little lunch pail group. Florian Resurrected. The Broncos are too proud of a fan base to go this long without having a postseason appearance. I mean, this 8-year stretch was the longest stretch in franchise history since they first made the playoffs back in 1972, I think it is. The first time they ever made the playoffs after like 10 years of the franchise's first years of the franchise's history with no postseason appearance. Ever since they made the playoffs the first time, they have never gone 8 years without making the playoffs until now. But that's over. And then I Bleed Blue playoffs. That one works as well. A simple, classic playoffs, baby. So, I'm not sorry, Bengals fans. Ultimately, the Dolphins lost Dolphins are losing 25-20 as I film right now. Bengals nearly got in with Joe Burrow, but I don't give a damn. We've got Broncos at Buffalo, Pittsburgh at Baltimore, Chargers at Texans, and if the Broncos win, they get another date with the Kansas City Chiefs, who they just dog-walked 38-30. Backups, I know, but dog-walked. All right, that will do it for us on today's episode and our watch party. Can we throw up Danny's $10 super chat? I just want to throw that up on screen really quickly. Danny, thank you so much for your super chat and your support of the channel. And then we'll sign off. Cardinals beating the crap out of the Niners. Danny, appreciate you supporting the channel like this. Go Broncos. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you guys in the playoffs.